Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Keep it going for Eric. Wow, who's doing that? I love that. Thank you for that. That's the best. Can you do that again? Not that. Someone was doing that. Like, what is that? The other clapping. That was awesome. Thank you. I was like, I got my people, Indian people here. Hey, we could be, you never know. Like, they came from Asia, walked across through Antarctica or whatever, Alaska. That could have happened. He's an Indian guy. One day he's like sick of this shit. He's like, you know what? I'm going to America. He just walked up through Russia and Alaska and then came down and settled here. And then Columbus came around after a while and he's like, I need to find me an Indian. And the guy's like, I'm right here. It could have happened, man. You never know. So that's what I tell people. When people are like, go back to your fucking country, I'm like, yo, my people got here first. Debate me. Well, anyways, my name is Vishnu Vaka. If you can't tell by my accent, I am from New Jersey. No, that is funny. 10 years back. 10 years back, you're funny. Because we moved down. Like, we got richer. We wanted to move closer to the, richer people. So we moved into white neighborhoods. Oh, man, love you guys. You guys are awesome. Any New Jersey people here? No? All right. Make some noise for New Jersey people, guys, my Indian people. New Jersey is the best state in the world. You don't have to pump your own gas. Like, we drive through the pump like a king, roll down my windows, turn off my car, give the guy, an immigrant guy, my credit card. And he'll take care of it for me. When I moved there, though, I was scared of anyone named Tony. Because I just finished watching Sopranos. I was at a Costco, I was walking out, and this guy, his name tag said Tony. He wanted to check my stuff. I took off. My wife is running with me. And she's like, why the fuck are we running? I thought you paid for this stuff. I was like, you didn't see the guy's name tag? It says Tony. He's with the mob. He wants our stuff. Keep running. And my wife is like, dumbass, that's an Indian dude. Only in New Jersey you'll see Indian dudes named Tony. I don't do that to you guys. My name is Vishnu Vaka. Tupac. Tupac? My friends used to call me Vishpak. I don't know if that made any difference, but because I'm more East Coast, I like Biggie. And I used to piss me off when they call me Vishpak. I'm like, yo, that's West Coast. Fuck that. I ain't going with Tupac. I'm with Biggie, my dude. I mean, he made us fat people look good. Forever fan. Now, one thing I don't like about New Jersey is the cops. They drive around unmarked cars. It's fucked up. It's fucked up out there. The other day I got pulled over by a Hyundai. Fucking Hyundai. I was so upset. This guy came around, he was like, license and registration, please. I was like, let me see yours, motherfucker. He got upset. He's like, I'm telling you, I'm a cop. I was like, dude, if you're a cop, you should be driving an Explorer, a Charger, a Challenger. You know, there is a reason they name him like that. At least a fucking Focus, man. Not a Hyundai. And then I saw his name tag.
Tony.
It said Tony. I'm not going to fuck with the Tony in New Jersey. So I did exactly what he told me to do. I guess that's kind of racist, right? Any Italian people here? I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't want to get cancelled for being racist toward Italians. But I bet you think I own a 7-Eleven, don't you?
I know you got a Nissan.
No, you're wrong there too. You're like you're also 10 years old. Oh, you would have been funny 10 years back. 90s would have been perfect for you. Yeah, I drive a Tesla now.
I'm sorry.
We're buying white people's cars. AI, man, is taking over everything, right? You can't do anything anymore. Everything is... But my problem is I can't even get that stupid AI to work for me. Like, I got the Alexa thing. It don't understand my accent. And it's really pissing me off because that thing is programmed by my people. If you were to program it, shouldn't you put your own fucking accent in it? I was so upset I called the help desk. Indian guy. I was like, yo, Kevin. Facts. What the fuck? Why did you guys not put our accent in this? And he's like, bro, why did you get that? That's not for us. I was like, what do you mean that's not for us? And he's like, bro, that thing can hear everything you say around the house and keep track of it. That's not for us. That's for us to keep track of white people. You guys are good, man. You're not the kind of people that would tell me to go back to my country, but if any of you are thinking that way, I'm not going back. Okay, to begin with, I didn't even want to come here. My parents dragged me over here because my dad is like, Americans need doctors, and I'm a doctor, I'm going to go help them out. So my dad is like, I'm going to migrate. That's not actually what happened. He was working in India as a doctor. He's doing okay. He was working for the government. He's working in the tribal areas. He's not making much money, but he thought good karma will take care of me. But my marks in school are so bad. In my 7th grade, he looks at my grade and he goes, I need to go somewhere. You're not going to survive in India. Let's go to America. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know the fucking language. So I tried to resist, but my parents are like, listen, if I go to America, my dad still has to take the final. You can't just come to America and be a doctor. You got to take the finals that American medical students are taking, and you got to pass them. And my dad is in his 40s by this. And he's like, I know you're a dumbass, so I'm going to go and pass those exams and be a doctor so you would have a way to live. So he's like doing all this for me, and I was like, I don't want to go to America. I don't care. And then he told me the golden word. He said, in America, when I become a doctor, we can have our own swimming pool. I was like, swimming pool, I like this. I went to school, I told all my friends, I was like, fuck that, fuck you all, I'm done with you all. I'm going to America. But one of my friends started laughing at me. He was like, yo, if I were you, I would not go to America. I was like, why would you not want to go to America, bro? They got swimming pools over there. And he's like, bro, I heard over there, people don't wash their ass. They wipe it with some kind of weird paper and walk around like that all day. And I was like, and then they get into those swimming pools. I was like, fuck that, I don't want to go there. I went home, I told my parents, I was like, listen, British people ruled us for 200 years. They stole everything we got. And now that they're gone and we're rebuilding our country, all the smart people are leaving. I want to stay back and help with the rebuild. And my parents are like, son, who told you you are smart? If you don't know, you are the reason we are leaving India. Best thing you can do for India is leave. So that's how I got here. I'm just trying to protect India from me. But I gotta tell you that once I landed here, I fell in love with this country. I was like, I love this country, I belong here, this is it. You guys want to know why I fell in love with this country? You guys don't give a fuck, do you? Because I found out I'm not fat anymore. Dude, you don't understand how big of a relief it is. In India, my grandma would take me to the store, and the guy, as soon as I walk in, there is like two sections, right? There is one where they sell you like pre-made clothes, and then there is one section where you get them stitched, if you're really fat. And the guy, as I walk in, he'll be like, I got nothing that fits him, he need to go there. But in America, I was fitting into mediums. I was so happy. I called my friends in India. I was like, fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm not fat. I'm American. I even got a shirt. I forgot to bring it. I'll sell them to you, $25. It says, I'm not fat in the front. And in the back, it says, I'm American. And I got like a big American flag with two bald eagles landing on top of it. Yeah, I'm not fucking with the patriotism, man. Like, that's the thing now. And the ICE dudes, I know how they work. You show them a flag, their dicks stand up. Like the other day, I almost got kidnapped by this ICE dude, and all I had to do was turn around. And it had a big flag on the back, and it said, I'm American. And he left. So if any of you all need help with that, I got a t-shirt there.
Thank you.
I got you, bro. I got you. Man, I love America, I really do. But like coming here, I realized, like right now, how people are like so hateful toward each other. It wasn't like this bad, like few years back. And I think it's because of AI. Because if you look at the history, for us, like I come from India, right? India used to be one of the greatest civilizations of the time. Because people were getting promoted based on their skill level. Because the original caste system was not based on the birth. It was based on your attributes, your internal attributes and your external circumstances, and you are what you do. but you could always switch around. But then the rich people, once they got these cushy positions, leadership roles, they don't want to give them up. They want to give them to their kids. So they introduced this birth thing, the nepotism. And now the people that are capable are being oppressed. So there was a fight, there was a friction. And that's when outsiders came, British people came and took us over, and they were like, we just need you to pick cotton. We don't care who you are, what you do. We just, all of you want you to pick cotton. Because, America got its freedom in 1775. Until then, Americans were their cotton suppliers, which means black people in America were doing all the work. And when they lost America, they had to come to India. Like if you look at the history, India became colonized right when America became free. They came, they took us over, and they made us produce cotton and all these cash crops for them. And they didn't need us to be educated for that, so they got rid of education, they got rid of our books. Do you see the patterns? They got rid of the education. They don't want you to think, because all you need to do is do work for us. And they got rid of health care, because we don't need doctors. We need them to pick cotton. So everybody, the whole nation was picking cotton for British. If you don't like picking cotton, you can cut sugar cane. If you don't like that, you can take care of tobacco, but that's pretty much it. And then Industrial Revolution came, and they didn't need us to work. And that's where in America slavery ended, in India we got freedom. That's when everybody is talking about equal rights, because they didn't need us to be working for them. And then they needed corporate slaves. So we were all corporate slaves until now. But now we got AI. They don't need us anymore. The best thing they need from us is fight with each other and kill each other. That's what they did to us. Like if you look at India, Pakistan, it's the same people. We've been fighting for the last 60 years because of some imaginary religions. But it's really people. We're just divided. And that's what is happening in America. And I know I need to tell you a joke, but there is a joke there. Because all the people that are like telling me to get the fuck out of country, dude, if I leave, you are fucked. Before we got here in 90s, what do you got? You got landlines, motherfuckers. You used to have these big ass codes. I watched Seinfeld, like there's like a big ass code. And they used to walk around with these landlines all over the apartment. 20 years down the road, look at you. You're all like watching TikTok videos of me telling jokes in your phone. How did that happen? If not for us immigrants. First they want to get rid of us, then they're going to fuck with you all. And you're going to be like how it is in India, and then you all want to come to India because by then we'd all be rich as fuck. And you'll be like, can we immigrate into your country? And we'll be like, no, go back to your shithole. You guys are nice, man. You guys are nice. I like you guys. I'm married. I got 2 kids. I'm raising them gender neutral. I know that's a big thing in America, But that's not the reason, though. The reason is because I like buying shit on sale. It's so much easy when you don't have to think about it. Like for example, my son wanted a bicycle. I found this really nice bicycle. One is full price, red color. Other is pink, 50% off. I bought the pink one. I bought a sticker that said Spider-Man on it, put on it. Took it home and I gave it to him. And he looks at it, he's like, I don't want it. I was like, what's wrong with it? You wanted a bicycle, you got a bicycle. What's your problem? And he says, Dad, it's pink. I was like, yeah, but it says Spider-Man on it. And he's like, Dad, you don't get it. Boys don't ride around pink bicycles. I was like, son, who told you you were a boy? He got upset. He's like, I'm telling you I'm a boy. I was like, you're not old enough to make that decision.
Nice.
Thanks, bro. Until you're 18 and you tell me who you are. You're not a he, you're not a she, you're an it. It was not happy. But that's a good bicycle though, man. I'm a good dad. Yeah, my wife and I, we're fighting. Are you guys a couple? You guys fighting? No fights? Oh, you're fighting. Look at you. You both are like, you're not even touching each other. What's going on? She's cold. I know. And you are like, you're just wrapping yourself up?
I'm cold too.
I know, then.
He's selfish.
See, this is why you need me here. Okay, hug her. Yeah, now you got better heat, right? You both are hot now.
It's too cold.
I can't help them. Look at them. They're like, you're young, they're kind of old. So, what about you guys? She's like, I got my jacket, I don't want him near me. How long you guys been together for?
We've been married for 2 years, together for 6.
Oh, wow, you're a couple, so you get it. You're married. You're married too?
No.
Dude, what the fuck? I mean, he doesn't care about her. At least they're not married. I mean, they're married. You're not even married.
I've been married. He's young.
I said you're not oh, okay. He's been married. Okay, I get it now. I'm the dumbass. Are you guys married too? Yes. How long? 20 years. Okay, you guys will get it. You guys are married? No? So we got like a lot of married people here and some here. My wife and I, we've been fighting since COVID. Initially, I was very excited because I was like, wow, it's so awesome. We both get to work from home and it's going to be amazing.
That's why.
So were you guys together during COVID? No? Okay, I get it. Okay, so he was with someone else during COVID, so he knows the pain. Now he's like, I'm going to be with you, but I'm going to have a little distance.
I got divorced during COVID.
A lot of people did. A lot of people did. That's when people realize, like, I'm not made to be with this person for that long. I mean, like, I go to work and then come back home in the night and maybe go to sleep, eat dinner and go to sleep, it's fine. But when you got to sit around with each other for that long, it fucks your head. Like, for example, my wife and I, we were watching TV. I mean, she's watching TV. I was just sitting with her because she likes it that way. I don't even care about the show. I was just scrolling my phone, and my wife looks at me and she goes, Vishnu, if you were to smoke, I don't think you should smoke in the house. I don't smoke. It's some dude in TV. He's smoking inside his house. I got nothing to do with this. I could have just ignored the question and we'd be fine. But like a dumbass. Also because it's COVID and I got nothing else to do. I was like, I'll smoke wherever the fuck I want to smoke. Still fighting, bro. Still fighting. I'm standing my ground. I don't smoke, but I got a right to smoke wherever the fuck I want to smoke. I'm learning a lot of stuff from YouTube these days. You guys do that? I'm like learning so much stuff. Like the other day I was watching these two elephants have sex. I'm not fat shaming, these are two real elephants. There was the female, and the camera panned over to the male, and there it was standing on its 5 legs. And then it started making its way toward the female, but now the 5th leg wasn't touching the ground. It was like swinging in the air. I was like, poor thing, something wrong with the leg. And it came behind the female and started putting what I thought is a leg inside her. That's when I was like, wait a minute, that's not a leg. That's a dick. That's the biggest dick I ever saw. I mean, bigger than mine. Dude, I got dark skin, which means I got big dick, okay? That's the rule. I don't care what you say. That's the fucking rule, and we're sticking by it. But that dick is bigger. I was like, that's a big ass dick. Think it's gonna fit all the way in? It did. The entire thing went inside. I was like, wow, the whole thing fit in? Alright, I see that. But let's see how far back you can pump. You guys know what pumping is, right? Okay, if you don't know, like this motion. Because if you think about it, it don't matter if you got a big ass dick if you're not pumping it far back. Agree? Bro, you gotta agree. So I was like, I give it to you, you got a big dick, but let's see how far back you can pump per capita. I waited 10 minutes. He did not pump once. And now it's pissing me off. Because I got shit to do. I was like, dude, is this the reason elephants are dying off? You got a big ass dick, I saw you stick it all the way in. Now you're just going to let it soak in there? What's wrong with you? I had to find out, so I started Google searching elephant sex. And I found out, you guys will like this. I found out that elephant penis has an extra muscle. What? Yeah. They don't need to pump. They put it in and flex their dick. Guys, God is great. I don't care what religion you are, God is great. Whoever put that thing together is a genius. I'm like, that's what we need. We don't need AI. I don't need a self-driving car. I can drive a fucking car. But a self-driving dick? Okay, that's my cause. That's what I'm fighting for. I'm going all over the world spreading the gospel. You're all welcome to support my cause. And I promise you all the proceeds will go to make sure some underprivileged kid somewhere gets an extra muscle. Alright guys, that's my time. My name is Vishnu Vaka. Thank you so much.